Patient?
Yeah, I was prescribed in UCSD after the 2003 Cedar fires. I got about 3 or 4 families out the first night. Ended up being the worst burnt in the fires 'cause I had to run through it. And spent about 2 months in a coma, another 8 months, in the hospital, bedbound. And then from there it became pain management, rehab therapy, physical therapies, all that stuff. When I was in the hospital, the doctors were basically giving me so much morphine, it was making me really sick, and I wasn't doing well on it to begin with. So I started rejecting the morphine, and there was...
You mean you turned it down or your body rejected it?
Both. They were giving it to the point where my body was rejecting it, literally, and I started saying, hey, I don't want to be on this stuff anymore. What else can we do? Nothing else takes away the pain, basically, not at least burn-wise. It's all nerve damage. So what basically happened is they asked Dr. Sterner, who's a well-known doctor and a UCSD doctor, to come in and prescribe me medicinal marijuana.
They meaning who?
My Dr. Lozano, who'd be my burn doctor.
Oh, okay.
The big reason why is because...
Why wouldn't your burn doctor do it?
He was still off and afraid to do it. You know how those go with a lot of doctors. But he knew the way doctors work is to recommend another doctor who would come in and prescribe in the same hospital where he was trained, so there was no issue with that. So he went ahead and adjusted that, and I was allowed to have edibles in hospital. At first it became, let's try this out, see what it's like. And then after some time of eating it, the doctor comes back in and goes, well, we got to discuss this. What do you think of it? And he's looking at this big chart of papers, and he's looking and he goes, well, your systolic has dropped. He's talking to himself at this time. Your systolic has dropped, your blood pressure all the way around has dropped, your muscle contraction levels, because I'm a burn survivor. Everything's always tight with me. It's like living inside of a wetsuit.
Now you have burns on what percentage of your body?
75%.
Oh.
So most of my body is burned, regrafted skin. It's like living in a wetsuit, one of those, suits.
Have you ever had any problems with it, with carrying it around, with the police? Or?
Okay, well, they raided my place on the 9th of December of last year, which would be 2006. So they ended up taking they took all my ACs, they took all my plants, they took all my lights, they took everything. And
how many plants did you have at that time?
I had 24 total.
Okay, 24.
They went ahead and killed everything.